That should be it. And I should be live. All right, we're going to get started in a second. All right, just practice. First ball. Ooh, tough start. That's okay. That happens. That's why you practice. I'll move 2 boards left. My eyes on 1 board. Alright, probably need to keep moving in. So, a couple more and we go. Still too much. All right, I'm not going to move in anymore, but I am going to move my eyes to the inside. And we go for the face. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Probably says to me I'm too far in already. This is makeable. I missed it. Let's see. Move back out the four boards, but moving our eyes in to around where we were before. Three over under. Fifth frame, we've got 70 points if I strike. Gotta pick up the pace. Two boards left. Same target. Felt pretty good. Trying to roll it a bit more forward as well. Let's see if we can keep it going. Damn. If I hit the outside, I need a lot of ball speed. But if I have it inside, I gotta be gentle. If I have to make a choice, we're gonna stay outside, keep our ball speed up, develop some friction. I did resurface this a bit, not too low, but 1500 grit. So it's also reading early. I'm gonna keep our ball speed up. Maybe a little too fast that time. going into the 10th. We are at 158 if I strike. But it's a warm up. Gotta keep it fast. If I do, I'm gonna be able to, as long as I reach the pocket, I'm striking. Overthrew it. Okay, well, such is life. That's why you practice. All right, I can make this for 178. Game 1. Can I make a split? Let's see. Hey, look at us. So I can definitely overthrow it still. I'm not going to change too much since I haven't really found where I want to be. That's about where I want to be. Just got to limit my axis tilt as much as I can. We're warmed up, game 2. Strike on the first ball. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Oh, no. That ain't it. Kind of opened up my chest a little bit too much. Kind of the thing about playing squares, you gotta stay square. Better. Close. No cigar though, no cigar. Better. Much better. Flatter hand, 16 miles an hour. At the pins, not at my hand. That one didn't really turn the corner in the way that I wanted it to. And that's kind of the thing, is you still need it to check up. Just because you hit the pocket doesn't mean you deserve a strike. All right. Frame 4. Frame 5 now. What are we going to talk about today? I guess one of the things I would like to talk about is the big difference between symmetrical and asymmetrical balls. Symmetrical pieces like this, the CUDA Power Core Solid, you get a really rounded shape, very controllable for the most part, very consistent. Wow. I think I need more axis rotation. Anyway, you can kind of see if you've been watching, you know, it makes it move, but it's smooth in how it moves as well. Doesn't mean it can't hook. It can definitely hook. Let's move in a bit and see if we can make that happen. Now we're at center dot. I'm going to slow down a bit. Hopefully we've developed some friction on that outside. Turn my wrist in. Got back to the pocket, but not enough energy. If I need a 200, but I don't need a 250, the CUDA is the ball for me. Pretty good pen pin shooting today so far, which is nice. Now, you've seen that for a bit. Let me show you the brutal collisions, an asymmetrical piece, and kind of show you the difference and how they tend to move. Asymmetrical piece tends to kind of, once it sees friction, it stands up, makes a sharper angle to that inside. Doesn't mean that a symmetrical piece can't turn sharply. Doesn't mean an asymmetrical piece can't be smooth. But it's going to direct more of that energy horizontally into the pins. And sometimes that's what you need. Now, once it rolls out, it does tend to roll out pretty forward. You know, you don't get as much continuation. And what do I mean by continuation? Well, It's ability, a ball's ability to keep hooking. You know, rather than just make a move and then roll forward. Something like this. Motive Raptor Fury, another symmetrical piece. Bigger core than the CUDA. More hook overall, but it's going to keep hooking is the big deal. Might have been too much for that spot, but throwing it just to kind of give an example. I don't think I'm going to make this, but it's possible. Nope. So that's our game. Game 2. Did we hit 200? No, we did not. Well, that's okay. 192. If I had not fucked around at the end, I probably would have made it, but that's all right. 2 opens will do that to you. Show off something similar. You know, it's not like you can't use both kinds of balls in both applications. Deviate, violent collision, same core as the Brutal. Pro cover stug, drilled a little bit less aggressively. You know, it's not a hook monster in the way that one is, but I stay up the back of it. When it does make its move, rather than like that smooth kind of arcing ball into the pins that might even read-lane too early once there's friction, the Brutal Collision is going to hold until it wants to make its move. But when it does, it makes that move is coming. Again, asymmetrical pieces can roll a little more forward than you'd like them to. Something to be mindful of. All right, from here out, I'm just gonna bowl. No more examples. I'm gonna pick the best ball for the situation. Game 3, frame 3, strike in the first, spare, 7 spare in the second. We built up some friction on the outside. Middle of the lane, still pretty oily. We'll get plenty of hold. Damn, dog. Stand up. Wow. Always the 10 pins you don't think you deserve are the ones you miss. Whew. It'll come back though. Checked up a little too early. Got around it a little bit too much. This is makeable though. Let's give it our best. Overhooked it. Those splits are killers. There we go. Strike out for 210. I did not strike out. All right. No, let's not bullshit with it. Take it seriously. Stay up the back of it. That'll hook. No 200 yet. All right, one more game. We got to lock in. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Really trying to engage my core on these. Oh boy. That's tough. Damn. Checking up a little early. This one is always tough for me. Well, we got it. Can't touch this. Damn. All right. Is that 240, 237? If we strike. 237 if we strike. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna call that a day.